ਮਿਊਨਿਸਪਲ ਚੋਣਾਂ ਅਕਤੂਬਰ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੋਣ ਜਾ ਰਹੀਆਂ ਨੇ ਤੇ ਉਸ ਦੇ ਫਲਸਰੂਪ ਅਸੀਂ ਕੋਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਵੱਖਰੇ ਮਿਊਨਿਸਪੈਲਿਟੀਜ਼ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕੈਂਡੀਡੇਟਸ ਖੜੇ ਹੋਏ ਨੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਸਾਹਮਣੇ ਲਿਆ ਕੇ ਰੂਬਰੂ ਕਰ ਸਕੀਏ ਤਾਂ ਕਿ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਤੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਸੋਚ ਹੈ ਉਸ ਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਪਤਾ ਚੱਲ ਸਕੇ। ਅੱਜ ਸਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਡੈਲਟਾ ਫਰਸਟ ਤੋਂ ਜੌਨ ਹੈਂਸਨ ਆਏ ਹੋਏ ਨੇ। ਆਓ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਕਰਕੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਤੱਕ ਪਹੁੰਚ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਤੇ ਦੱਸਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਕੀ ਹੈ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਸੋਚ ਤੇ ਕੀ ਕਰਨਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਨੇ। ਸਵਾਗਤ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਜੌਨ ਹੈਂਸਨ ਦਾ। ਵੈਲਕਮ ਟੂ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ।
Thank you.
So a little bit about yourself. What has been your profession and how did it come to your mind that you need to jump into the municipal race?
I'm an optometrist
Okay.
in Tawasin. I've been here for 35 years, and I've been a part of this community for most of those 35 years
Right.
in various different capacities, and decided it was time for me to sort of do more than just my optometry,
Okay.
to get involved in politics.
Have you been involved previously also at some level?
Behind the scenes
Right.
always, helping with various campaigns, but I've been on local optometry politics.
Right.
I've been in my own association for optometry in British Columbia
Okay.
and in Canada as well.
Right.
I've been presidents of both of the associations.
Okay.
So kind of dealing with politics from an eye care
Right.
perspective.
So you have some kind of understanding about how politics works.
Yeah, but not as hard as I don't know that I know how hard they have to work.
Right.
But I look forward to being there, making decisions for Delta,
Right.
where I live, where you live, where all of us live, and trying to make it the best we can make it, or
Right.
keep it the best it is,
Okay.
as it is.
So it's been a long time. After 3 decades, you have thought now it's time for me to jump into this race and try to bring about some change. So what stopped you for so long, and why now you have decided to be a part of this race?
In the past, I was too busy running
Okay.
the practice.
Right.
Now I have 2 younger doctors with me who can run the practice
Right.
while I go off and do other things in the community.
Right. So Delta First, there's another slate also. Why Delta First? You chose this slate.
Well, Team Delta is what we're called. We all kind of think the same about making Delta the best place it can be, or keeping Delta the best place that it can be going forward in the next couple of years. And times are changing now. Our mayor is stepping down after serving Delta for many years.
Right.
She's been on council and as mayor long before I even moved here. So it's time for some new ideas and fresh thinking
Right.
around the table. Some people who can bring in some other life experiences.
Right.
And sit at the Delta table or the council table and look at Delta from a different angle.
So you have been living in Tawasin, and now that you have started meeting people, what kind of concerns are coming forward? Delta is changing at a very fast pace now.
It is.
In fact, the whole of Canada is changing now. But specifically when we talk about Delta, what are the concerns which are being brought forward or which you are concerned about, on which you want to work?
Well, I see Delta is suddenly starting to get a whole bunch of new housing options coming
Right.
along. Up here in North Delta, you have some high rises coming in and possibly some more coming down the pike. So that's going to change the way North Delta looks. South Delta has a whole new housing development coming in the Tawasin area. So I hope to keep all of Delta still that fun sort of small town feel that it used to have.
Right.
I know it's going to grow beyond that. It's going to be bigger and it's going to have more people, but there's still ways we can keep the parks and keep the little local communities vibrant and fun to be in and helpful to each other.
Apart from that, in jobs also, do you think there is a time when councils and other places also need to start thinking on those grounds that the people who are the face of the municipal hall should also have that representation of different minorities?
Yes, you mean working at
Yes.
City Hall? Yes, of course, but also working in the community.
Right.
There's still lots of business opportunities within our industrial parks.
Right.
There's opportunities for new businesses to come in, hopefully that will employ local people.
Right. What about the schools? Now, what we are hearing is that the enrollment in the schools is going down. So how do you plan, and what are your thoughts on this issue that the schools also, because Surrey is becoming more and more busier in the schools, but Delta is not as busy as Surrey. of course, how to get more and more students into your schools also. Have you got some, concerns about this, and are you concerned about it?
I do see concerns about that. I know there's a lot of students who cross Scott Road
Right.
to come to school in Delta. But as Delta starts to grow bigger, as we get more high rises and more condos and whatever kinds of housing we have up here, Delta schools can only accept so many students.
Right.
And unfortunately, council doesn't have as much of a say in school as we'd like to.
Right.
That's more our school board.
Right.
I personally didn't know that so many Surrey people were coming
Oh, yes.
over to Delta. I'm glad they do. And Delta just won one of the best school districts in all
right.
of British Columbia.
That's right.
So I think we're sought after as a place to come to school.
Any other thing which you would like to share with our viewers today? Of course, elections are far away. We'll have you again with some more concrete questions, because as elections near, then various issues come forward. But right now, we're just talking to you in general terms. Anything particular you want to share with our viewers today? Why Joan would be the right representative for them?
Because I like to listen to people. I like to work with all kinds of people.
Okay.
I want to hear aspects of or ideas from anybody who's proposing something new, who has a complaint about something that someone else is proposing. I want to listen to all sides of that.
Right.
And then work with my colleagues on the council table. I can't do it all by myself, but to come up with the best idea for Delta.
Wonderful.
For everybody.
It takes courage to be in the public realm, and congratulations for taking this initiative. And over the months, we'll again get back to you and have you more over here. Thank you and best wishes.
Thank you very much.